Do you think your personality affects your reality?
How could it not? How could it not affect your reality?
What if you're cheerful?
If you're really cheerful, your reality is gonna look
Different.
and if you're a grumpy a little gremlin all day, it's gonna be different. I mean, it sounds obvious, but I think it's something that we're not really aware of.
No, let's check it out in today's episode of Get Real with the
English Sisters.
The podcast for anxiety relief that will help you chill and relax.
So, what is this story about personality?
Well, I think it's the villager's story, isn't it?
Is it? What is that story about?
It's about a villager that keeps going to different villages and he keeps saying that they're really everyone in the village is really grumpy.
Really?
And really nasty.
Right, that's an old tale, is it?
It's an old tale.
Yeah, it sounds very old. An old fable.
And so wherever they settle, it's always, not good. It's grumpiness and bad people.
Bad people.
Yeah, and then another villager goes to the same villages, and
he's always happy.
Villager, it's always good. It's always good news, and
he finds
goes
work. Everything goes well. Yeah.
So basically, you're taking your personality with you wherever you go, and you're finding negativity or positivity, I suppose.
Right, there it is, summed up. That's it. You've summed it up in a little story, and you are so right, yes.
Yeah, I don't know where that story originates from, but it does come from somewhere.
It is so true, though, isn't it, really? If you think about it. How can two people, like, there's two people and you're doing the exact same job, but one person is grumpy and inside...
Yeah, I feel as if we've already discussed this thing.
We might have, but it's actually the actual theme of your personality creates your reality is like not so much about the grumpiness, but how you can improve your own reality.
Yeah.
And I think it's an important topic to discuss because I don't think that we're aware of it most of the time. We're not aware
that our personality actually creates what's actually going on around us.
No, we're not. We just think, oh well, people think, oh well, that's so and so, and they're just like that. But they don't realise that if only that person, because I think what happens is that you think personality is not changeable. It's like that's what you're born with. Yeah, it's like your blood type. And so you think it's not changeable. You cannot change it. That's just the way you are. You've been like that since birth. Oh, you were born smiling or you were born crying sort of thing. Things you hear your parents say. You've always been a jolly little one or always been a grumpy little gremlin. Moody little thing. And then, but that is not...
Well, maybe you're moody because of what's happened to you, though.
No, yes, obviously. I'm just saying that I think personality can be more flexible than what we're aware of. And I think that if we become aware of this and how
we can change it.
Well, how we can change it. A lot of us are aware of the fact that our brains are neuroplastic. This neuroplasticity of how the neurons can change and how... what's that little saying? Neurons that work together, fire together, or something like that. So it's more and more increasingly over the years, it's become a more contemporary thought. The idea
that we can actually change how we think.
Yes.
And change our personality.
Actually literally change our neural pathways by thinking different thoughts. And thoughts are what make up your personality in the end, aren't they? If you get up and you're having miserable thoughts all the time, how are you gonna, how?
If you get up and you think this is wrong, but is that your personality? Those are your thoughts. They're not your actual personality.
I think your thoughts are your personality, don't you? What else could be your personality then, if not your thoughts? I think your thoughts are your personality.
But how?
Well, the thoughts that you think make up the person that you are. And they create your reality. If you are, and they are part of your personality. If you have a very joyful personality,
Yeah.
it's because inside your brain, your thoughts are those that are pleasant and helpful to you.
Joyful.
They're joyful, or at least they're not unhelpful thoughts. If your car breaks down, you don't think, that's just my bad luck, isn't it? That's always, and now I've got these. You think, oh, well, either you're a solution, you try and find a solution for it, or you think, oh, well, maybe it was really old anyway. It was time for a new car, or I don't know. It's just an example.
So your thoughts are your reality then?
Yeah. Oh,
Not
yeah.
your personality.
You're trying to confuse me.
No, because the thing,
I think
the
your
topic is that your personality is your reality. So we're trying to get there, to
I think
understand it more.
your thoughts.
So then if your thoughts are your personality, then
Yes.
your thoughts are your reality.
Your thoughts are the ones
Just
that
trying to break it down.
create your reality. Your thoughts will absolutely 100% create your reality. I believe that. I believe your thoughts will create your reality in the end. It might,
So to change your personality, then you'd have to change your thoughts.
you have to change your thoughts. You have to become aware that your personality is not a defined part of you. It's not. It's a combination of, your personality is a combination of, if we break it down, of your old beliefs that have been installed into you since childhood, by other people, parents, caretakers, wherever you grew up, environment, society. And then they're also
So what are beliefs then? Beliefs
beliefs
for
are like,
people that might not know what beliefs are.
why don't you say what beliefs are? You're just making me do all the hard work.
Because you're the one that mentioned it.
Well, beliefs are something that you believe to be true based on unconscious thought process. So when you were little, somebody said, for example, oh, you're such a mischievous child, and that was told to you throughout your period of growing up and throughout different kind of adult figures, in the end you will end up believing that you have this mischievous elfish personality. And you will, as an adult, say, well, I'm a mischievous little one, I like to play jokes and I like to play pranks, for example.
Yes.
You end up believing that to be true. Now, whether it's true or whether it's not true, it may not be a truth that you are still like that nowadays, but you have that belief. Having that belief will make you actually do these things because you believe you are a mischievous little fellow or a little, whoever. And you will be mischievous because of the belief that was installed within you. Unfortunately, if you had your caretakers and people you respected as a child tell you that you were not worthy and you were unpleasant, you were a mistake, you were basically not wanted, you will end up as an adult, unfortunately, having these kind of beliefs instilled within you at an unconscious level, which is very sad, but you will believe these things.
So that belief will become part of your personality.
It will become part of your personality, and it will become part of your reality, and it will be seen in many aspects of how you react to the world. You will have this belief within you that you are not really wanted and not worthy. Makes me feel so sad even just to think about. Just saying these words is so, I'm literally getting goosebumps here because it's making me feel so sad. But unfortunately, yes, you will end up, this will be It's making me feel like cry actually, because I hate these things. I just find it so sad. It's really emotional, but not because I know that we've managed to help so many people work against this belief that's been instilled in their unconscious minds.
Yeah, but when it's a belief that it's not true. Obviously,
No,
it's
of course
it's
not
not. So
true.
if you have been told that it's not true,
It's not
it's
true.
not true. It's been installed in you, but it's not true. It's just
No.
someone else's projection on what they believe you to be, which is completely. Maybe they also, if you want to be nice, maybe they've been told that. Usually, it comes down through generations. They were
Yes.
also told that they weren't worthy, and so they feel as if that's what they have to tell you. But it's not really it creates your personality, because it might make you feel insecure, and then it might
Yes.
stop you from doing what you would have be potential to do.
Exactly. That's why
The
I find
potential.
it so sad. Yes, but
it's like stepping on top of you. It's like if you have a big stone put on top of you, a
yeah,
boulder.
yes.
But it can be lifted off with a crane.
It can be lifted off with a crane, or by simply becoming aware of this thing that your personality does create your reality, and your personality is a set of beliefs that you have had, you've been influenced by, but you can break free of them. You can break free of them by beginning to analyze them and beginning to just be aware of these thoughts. I think it's
Well, if you become aware, obviously you're going to break free.
yes. So awareness is key here.
It's key, yes.
Once again, as with
You
most
just
mental
become
health,
conscious of
of
it,
the-
because
yeah.
it's usually a subconscious process. You're not aware of it. It's
No,
just
of course
it's
you're not.
it's underneath everything, and there's lots of stuff on top, and you never even realize.
You don't
You
realize
don't realize
it. No.
it's part of your personality.
I think it's
And
like
you-
what they say. The first 7 years of your life, you are like bit like a computer, really, your brain, and so you have these programs installed within you. But if you're aware of these programs, you can also just eliminate them and think, okay, you can like debug them or whatever, have this virus cleanup in your own mind.
Yeah. So what about
Not
if you're
saying
like
it's
if you're
easy.
very meticulous and you think that's just part of your personality? So
Like you're a perfectionist, and you
can never just let go and take it easy and just say, oh, whatever, I don't care. I remember when we were growing up, then part of
our personalities.
our vocabulary was I don't care.
I know. We would say that every 5
Every
minutes.
5 seconds to our parents, to our mum and dad, I don't care. I don't care. I don't know if it was like a London thing.
No, I don't think it was a London thing. I think it was our
I
thing.
think it was, I used to hear lots of kids saying it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
this
think
kind
it's
of
part of the
carefree
culture.
mindset. Oh, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, you don't hear that much nowadays,
No, I
do you?
never hear it. I'd never heard it ever again.
Yeah, maybe something children say, I don't care. That it's their way of escaping what society dictates and what you're supposed to be
Yeah.
doing. It's a little small way of rebelling just by saying those 3 words. And having this carefree mindset.
Maybe now it'd be the F off thing instead of I don't
Maybe,
care.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's even more rebellious, though, in a way. Because the I don't care does actually have the I.
It's not about
So
someone else getting lost. It's
about you.
you.
It's the I. Your own person does not care. So it's like if they say, well, you're going to get a bad grade in this and that. Oh, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone. I don't care. Yeah, this is something that we can think about. Yeah.
I don't care. Is that part of our personality then?
Well, probably,
It
but
is
where was that instilled from?
I don't know.
That was instilled from, I think, from our mother, who would say other things are more important. Because I remember when I would come back home with really bad grades on maths, and she would say, oh dear, maybe we can get you some help. And I would say, look, I don't care about that. In the end, she would probably just I
You
just
say it's not
smile
that
and
important.
say, "Look, darling, yes, it's okay. It's not. There are more important things
not
in
life or
life,
death.
yeah, than this. You'll still be able to get through in life, I'm sure, even if you do have these issues. So maybe that's it. Yeah,
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
it is a difficult one to say. Is this just my personality? But your personality is created by the thoughts. And if you're thinking, I don't care thoughts in your head, then you're going to be a carefree person. Or you're either going to be like, just if you're an adult and you're always thinking, I don't care, it's not a good thing. No.
Because it means you don't care about anyone else and you don't care about the consequences of your actions.
No, obviously, no. But you can also say, if you say, I don't care to so many other things like.
No, like I was reading on Reddit the other day that this young person was in her late 20s and she was saying that she felt as if she had so much to do.
So much pressure.
So much pressure to become a mother, get married, all
Have
these
the perfect house.
Yeah, do everything, get so far in her career. And she was saying, is it just chasing? Is it always chasing? I can't remember what the word was now. It was a funny thing. It was a song. I actually wrote about it. I wrote a little comment, but now I can't. It's just gone from my mind.
Yeah.
But she was saying, are we always chasing the impossible, and we're not actually living life in the end? And does this create? Is our personality being dictated by like the pressure around us, by the social media and the keeping up with what your friends are doing and everything? Does that actually, she said, maybe if I didn't have all these things and I was just,
I wouldn't be like this.
I wouldn't be thinking, oh my gosh, I have to do this and this and get so and so far in my career. And it was
Makes
quite,
you think,
it was
doesn't
sad,
it?
really,
Yeah.
because in the end you live. She was saying, I feel as if it's too short, like the 80 or 100 years we have to live. And by the time she was nearly 30, and she said, by the time I'm 30, I feel as if I have so much pressure to do so much.
Yeah.
So she said that she wouldn't feel as if her personality would be like that to do that if she didn't have all this pressure, basically.
She wouldn't do it. No. She would be different.
She would be different. She said, I'd be more carefree, more laid back. I wouldn't care as much. I wonder, she said, I wonder how much is actually my personality of being like this, of being this overachiever, or if it is actually being dictated on me by
the whole world,
the
basically,
whole world,
and everything.
The social pressure,
Media,
the consumerism. We have to have this and this and that.
You have to look like this. You have to look like that. Your house has to look like this. Otherwise, if you don't have your kitchen all in order and all this all in order, you're not up to whoever.
Whatever standards.
Well, no, because the other day I was watching Instagram and I was going through the reels and I was seeing this lady's kitchen. I mean, it was like amazing. And I was thinking, gosh, it's all so tidy. Then I opened my kitchen cupboard. It was also randomly thrown in there, just the pasta and the chickpeas and all these. It was all so messy. I mean, in a way, it inspired me to tidy it up a bit. But I thought, is that real?
But to make it feel you good or bad?
I thought I didn't feel good afterwards when I saw my mess. It kind of inspired me. Obviously, I'm not young, and I know I know who I am now, and I know how not to feel bad about things like this, obviously. But so I found it like almost inspirational, but at the same time, yeah, it can be a bit. I can imagine it can be like, gosh, I want that. I want to have everything so perfect, all my pantry in order, for example, if you're somebody that loves a home. Or if you're following certain steps in your career and you want to go ahead and you say, why haven't I reached the 10k or the 6 figures or the 3 figures or whatever yet? Why am I still like this? I'm still living in my parents' home. It can make you feel bad.
It can.
So, yeah, I don't know if we're going off theme here, but I think we're not really,
Well,
because
no,
it's
because I
all...
think the personalities. This person already. She was saying, I feel as if my personality's been affected. She said, I feel as if I'm much more chaotic and more, not chaotic, but more like feeling like anxious and stressed out by this fact that I have to get all of these things done and like tick everything off the box. And if
Yeah.
it's not ticked off, it's a problem. And how am I going to deal with it? And I have to deal with it. And she said, and it's causing me so much anxiety. And then she
So
was
what's
saying
the
that she wrote the
solution?
words of this song down, which chasing this thing, which I can't remember what it
Chasing
is.
the dream, yeah.
Yeah. And
You're always chasing, aren't you? If you're just
chasing.
chasing, it's awful, really, yeah. Without ever being able to just
And
stop and enjoy.
yeah, and I said maybe it's not about chasing; it's about just being what you are at the time and enjoying it. I mean, I think there's
It's
a
easier said
balance,
than
because
done, isn't it?
if you don't make life goals, and you kind of, if you don't know where you're going, you'll never get there.
No, that's true. You can't get on a plane and not really know. When you buy the ticket, you know
You
where
have
you're
to
going.
know where you're
Yeah,
going,
otherwise,
more or less, and then you can maybe allow for like ups and downs and higgledy-piggledies, but
you want to
I
know.
think there's a happy medium with it, because
Yeah.
otherwise it can really stress you out, I think. Because you can also miss out on a lot of opportunities if you're just fixated on one thing, can't
Oh,
you?
yes, absolutely. You can, yeah. So going back to your personality that does create your personal reality, this famous quote by Joe Dispenza, which is he's the originator of all these ideas, which I do believe them to be true, though. Yes, absolutely. You are created. You are the creation of your personal thoughts. But maybe we can also add not just your personal thoughts, everyone else's thoughts. Is this what you're saying? This social kind of contagion thing.
I think so, because you're not, in the end, you're not an island, are you? No man is an
No.
island.
No man is an island. No.
No. What do you
No.
think? Do you think it's...
Do you think it's possible to change your personality by changing your thoughts, by creating a different world for yourself? Or do you think it's too difficult to ever be able to change your personality?
We'd love to know. We think it's possible because we have changed ours.
We
quite a
have,
lot,
yes,
haven't
we have, yeah. I suppose fundamentally some of the facts, some of the aspects remain.
No, but like a lot of the beliefs we've changed
Oh,
about
yes.
ourselves.
The limiting
Well,
beliefs,
the
you
ones
can
that
break
limit,
free of them, yes.
We have changed a lot of that. Anyway, let us know.
Let us know.
If you're enjoying listening to this podcast, Get Real with the English Sisters, make sure you share it with your friends and tell everyone about it to help us grow. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, join our family.
Yeah. It's available on Apple Podcasts, and we also have it on YouTube, so you can see us.
See us
in person.
in person, yeah. See what we're up to. Come and follow.
Love and smiles from the
English Sisters.
Bye for now.